lecture, we are going to develop a Twitter connector and just write a simple program that we can connect to the Twitter, get the data, and then just display it on the console. This is a good exercise so that we understand how we connect to the Twitter processor before we start creating the bolt for star. Okay? So Twitter usually have a developer API that you can connect to, right? So Twitter, as you know, it's a micro blogging application. So where you go and if you have your friends, you can just start posting something and read about what other people are posting. You can also see what is trending, like trending topics and all we can see. So it's like a social microblogging platform. Twitter also has now, if you want to access like all these tweets programmatically, you need to sign up for the developer platform. So which looks something like this. You have to go to the developer Twitter. Okay, so this is the Twitter development account you need to create. So I have so you need to sign up for the account and you can submit your email and all. So you can sign in. Once you sign in, you can create the apps. Okay, so for example here, what I have done is I have created an app for myself so that I can use it programmatically to get the Twitter data content. So let me look at my apps. So these are my apps. Like I've created, you can create a new app by clicking on this create an app button, and you can sign. It'll ask you a few questions, and it's free. It will not ask you to. It will not charge you any money. Once you answer the few questions, it will create an account for you, and this account, then you can say it will show you the details of your account and why you want to use this account. So once you have that, it will create the keys and tokens for your app. So it has 4 different attributes. It will create an API key for you. It will create API secret key for you, and then it will create an access token secret for you. And you can always regenerate if you feel that these details are compromised. You can always regenerate by clicking on this. So I've done this. So what I can do is I can copy paste. I need to use this details in the Twitter program that I'm writing. So this you can always copy it using clipboard and keep it in a notepad. Similarly, access token and access token secret are only generated one time. I need to copy that. If you want to regenerate, you can always click on regenerate. It will generate a new access token secret that you can save it on your local machine. It will not show you here by default, but you can always regenerate. So once you regenerate, you need to use those apps in the Twitter app, and we will walk through the details. So what I've done is I've created a simple Maven Java application, and in that Java application, what I have done is I have imported 2 APIs called Twitter4j and Twitter4j streaming API. So those API I have listed in the POM file. So these are the 2 APIs that you can just add in your POM file, org.twitter4j stream and Twitter4j core, right? And this code, of course, I will be publishing a link for this code. You can always download. So you need to add a reference to this 2 Twitter API, and then I've just created a new class called Twitter processor, and here we imported a bunch of packages that I'm going to use. So inside this Twitter processor, I'm just creating a link blocking queue where I'm going to store what Twitter outputs, right? And I'm using a Twitter Stream API to connect to the Twitter. So what we do is just you create a new instance of configuration builder, and in that configuration builder you set debug enable equal to true, and then you set all the keys that you have created in your Twitter app. So you copy the consumer key, consumer secret, OAuth access token, and OAuth access token secret, right? So those were there in the apps that we saw here. Let me go back and show it to you. So those are the things that you were here. Copy this. To copy the access token, you can regenerate. It will copy it once, and then you can just keep a copy of that over here. So these details are required so that you can connect to the Twitter on your account behalf. That's the idea of connecting to Twitter. This is like an authentication setting that you need in order to connect to the Twitter API. Then what I'm going to do is I'm creating an instance of a Twitter stream object, and I'm passing these credentials by using the cb.build.getInstance method. Okay. Then I'm saying I'm just setting I'm creating a queue where I can store the status objects. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to register a status listener object, and I'm going to only implement the onStatus method. So this is basically kind of an event. Once I connect to this Twitter Stream Factory, every time an event happens, this event is going to get triggered, and this callback is going to get called, right? So inside this callback, we will receive the new status object as if somebody has posted it. And then I'm going to say, whenever I get an status object, I just want to put it in this queue. That's all I am doing. I'm not implementing any other method. Then what I do is I need to add this listener that I have just created, okay, to this Twitter stream. And then I don't want to get all the messages. I just want to get the messages related to a specific subject, right? For example, COVID-19, which is a hot topic these days, coronavirus. So I'm going to say only track all the tweets which mention COVID-19 specifically. And then I'm going to say set this filter to this particular query. So what this API is going to do, that every time someone posts on Twitter, right, it's going to filter, first check if the COVID-19 word is present there or not. If it is present, then it's going to call this event callback, and it's going to put that in the queue. That's all it's doing, right? And then I'm implementing another method which just looks into the queue, right? And I'm printing the top 5 messages from the queue. That's all this Twitter processor is doing. Okay, please go through this code again, because it's very important to understand how the Twitter connector works, because this is exactly what we are going to use when we implemented the Twitter spout for our Storm application. Then I go back to the main app where I'm implementing the public static void main. This is the code that will get executed when I start the application. So there I'm just printing a hello world line on the console. Then I'm creating an instance of a Twitter processor class that I had just created, and I'm going to call connect so that it will start connecting to the Twitter, and it will start monitoring all the tweets which contains the word COVID-19. I'm going to sleep for 5 seconds so that I am going to allow the processor to start just getting the messages for the last 5 seconds, and then I'm going to read the queue where I'm going to call the processor.get top 5 messages, which is going to read the queue, the top 5 messages from the queue. And then I'm just going to print those messages on the console. Okay. So what I expect is once I run this program, I will get top 5 messages about COVID-19 on my console. So let's run this program. So let me build this first. Okay, so build looks good. Now I'm going to run this. So I'm going to run the application by clicking on run button. As you can see, the application is running. It's connecting to the Twitter. The connection is now established, and it's received about 36 messages specific to topic COVID-19. As you can see, we have received one message from on which says Lucky Patty in Malaysia, right? And the second message, it says there is a second peak of COVID-19. So it does talk about COVID-19, and then you have a bunch of other messages. One message is from Guava Corn recommendations, COVID-19. And then another message from Uniform Man. This is about rent challenges because of COVID-19. And there is another message which says something about the research on COVID-19. So as you can see, the Twitter connector is working. It's connecting the Twitter, downloading all the messages, putting into the queue, and then we are just shutting down the application after a few seconds. So this is how Twitter connector works.